Please leave me alone.
West 112th.
Nobody cares. You don't care.
13,
You only care because I was gonna beat the shit out of this.
Karens are notorious for asking to talk to the manager. What do you think will happen when they apply the same privileged attitude towards the cops that are trying to arrest them?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not gonna give you my first name.
Okay, and I don't have to sign this, right?
Woman allegedly assaulting, threatening to spit on Florida police officer. In July of 2022, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office in Florida received calls about a suspected burglary going on. A police officer was sent out to the scene, but apparently he got a little mixed up and went to the wrong street. He wasn't aware of this, and when he saw a car pulling out of a driveway, he tried to stop her.
Hey, stop the car. Stop! You stay here? No. What are you doing here? Why does it matter? Turn the car off. Turn the car off now. Turn the car off now.
Now, this officer did have the wrong street. However, this could all be cleared up with a little cooperation, which this woman shows she doesn't possess any. And when a cop is asking you to stop, you are supposed to listen. She isn't listening, so the cop is having to take matters into his own hands.
Turn the car off now. Turn the car off. Turn the now. Turn the
Hey, watch what you do because I'll punch you in your. Don't ever forget that. I'll punch
Central,
you
send
in
me
your
a second,
hold on,
unit.
let me go.
Hey,
Let
no,
tell
let me
something.
explain to you
Don't
what we're
ever
doing.
Put your hands on me, and I
I
don't
am
say
responding.
I don't give
Hold
a.
up. I'm responding
Don't
to
you
an
ever
alarm call.
put your.
Nobody's under.
Stop touching me.
Turn around, ma'am. Turn around.
Stop
You're not
touching
under.
me.
You're not
I
under
don't
arrest.
care. You ever put your on me, I'll
Under
spit on you. Don't move my hair. What the wrong with you?
Get down.
The cop and woman struggle, and he slams her to the ground. She gets away. He pursues her again.
Get down now. Get down now. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Well, she wasn't under arrest before. The police officer told her that repeatedly. And if she would have just listened and cooperated, she would have been fine. This cop is out here looking for a burglar, not for this lady. She is 18-year-old Deanna Rollins, and now he's having to arrest her for failure to cooperate, resisting arrest, and threatening to spit on him, I guess.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh my soul!
If you don't stop, what's going to happen?
Just chill, oh God, just chill.
Rollins is now getting arrested for no reason other than she just wouldn't listen. She did nothing wrong, and had she just cooperated, she would still be in her car instead of lying in the grass and getting handcuffed. Even the person with her keeps telling her to chill, and she just will not.
I am trying not to hurt you. Sit down. I said sit down. Sit down.
I am! Get out my
All
face!
right?
Do not touch me!
Stop.
Stop touching me! Stop touching me before I bite you!
All this woman is doing is making things worse for herself. This cop came out looking for a burglary, and instead he found the fighting, spitting, biting woman, and now she is the one in handcuffs.
You're going to wait.
I'm mad.
Okay? It didn't have to be
Stop
like that.
touching me! It did, because you were aggressive for no reason.
Deanna Rollins has a warped sense of reality. She thinks that HE was aggressive for no reason. He is a cop, trying to ask a citizen to stop, and she just kept trying to drive past him. Sadly, whether she realizes it or not, she put herself into this situation, and because she was so much trouble, the officer had to call for backup.
What the Get up, bro! Don't push me! Don't push me!
Is it your
Get
left
up
or your
my
right?
body! Stop! You're hurting my wrist.
Well, you keep moving, so stop.
And she just keeps making the situation worse and worse, continuing to resist arrest. Against multiple officers, the cops are getting ready to load this lady in the back of the squad car, and they weren't even looking for her. They were looking for someone else, someone guilty, and this woman made herself guilty.
Oh my God, I swear to God, if I...
And into the squad car she goes. Hopefully, the last step is easy.
My wrist still hurts.
Is it left or right?
It's close!
I'm care. I don't care. Open my door.
You don't care. My wrist
Get
hurt.
in my car now.
Don't push me because I can get in myself.
Okay, then get in.
My wrist hurt though.
Get
My
in.
wrist hurt.
Okay.
Get
Wrist
in.
hurt.
And after some struggling, they finally loaded her up in the back of the car with charges of resisting arrest and assault, including kicking the police officer and striking him in the head, all for nothing. Florida woman throws tantrum, angrily berates cops during DUI arrest.
You're really pathetic and you must have a miserable life. Like, I'm sad for you, genuinely.
It's October of 2023, and we're in Florida, and police have just witnessed a woman, Brittany Bianchi, speeding on the highway. She was clocked at 120 miles per hour, and due to her reckless driving, the police officer asked her to get out of the car as he suspects she may be under the influence of something. He's trying to speak to her about several things, and she is copping immediate attitude with him.
But we're not talking about that. That's old news. So we're talking about the current news right now, correct? That I'm not familiar with, and you're telling me that I've been notified of what?
That you were suspended. You were suspended in 2016.
Okay, we're not talking about.
I'm talking about that.
Okay.
Brittany has some immediate attitude. She seems to think that she's running the show here, and she is deciding what the two will be talking about. This cop is trying to let her know that he is the one driving the conversation.
Of what suspension?
Your license suspension. That's
No,
why I'm asking you about it.
My license?
If that tells me you received a notice of suspension, it implies you acknowledge of it. So that's why I'm asking you about it.
Of my knowledge, my notice of suspension has not been notified to me at all in any way, shape, or form. So I'm letting you know I have valid insurance. I have a valid license. There's no reason of any way, shape, or form that my license is suspended at all.
I'm telling you now it is suspended.
Of what? For what?
I
For
can't.
what? I'm asking why my license is
Because financial
suspended.
responsibility.
Not only did this woman violate the speed limit, she is being extremely rude and confrontational. And as the officer listens to her struggle to put her sentences together in a coherent manner, he decides it's time to start asking some different questions.
How much have you had to drink?
0. I do not drink. I don't drink.
Would you be willing to perform field sobriety?
I have no reason to. I don't drink.
I'm asking you because you passed me at 125 miles an hour. I can smell the alcohol in you. Your eyes are bloodshot water. You're slurring your words. I'm watching how you're grabbing
I'm
your paperwork.
slurring 0 words.
Okay, listen to me. I have suspicions that you may be impaired. Therefore, I am legally asking you if you can perform field sobriety exercise.
Well, let me inform you of something. I have 0 reason to perform any sobriety, anything, because I'm not under any influence of anything. Number 1. Number 2, I'm not aware of my license being suspended.
Well, if Brittany wanted to appear to be not under the influence of anything, then she should have stopped talking. If the cop already had suspicions that she was impaired after she responded to him, his suspicions had raised even higher. Brittany continued to state her valid insurance, thinking that was a get-out-of-jail-free card for driving drunk.
I told you 3 times your license is suspended.
For what?
Financial responsibility.
What does that mean?
That's all it tells me. It says that you owe money.
For what?
Some sort of financial problem.
That's news to me because I have valid insurance.
It still is not clicking in Brittany's head that having valid insurance doesn't make you exempt from getting your license suspended. The cop continues to push for Brittany to do a sobriety test, and Brittany continues to try to convince him that she is sober.
You're talking about you smell alcohol in my breath. That's 0. That's not irrelevant at all because that's not true.
I still have it.
Well, that's not going to convince him that you're sober. He presses for the sobriety test again, and she refuses to do it.
If you choose not to do that, I still have to make a decision.
You understand that I'm wearing heels. So
Take
me
those off.
walking
Okay,
and
can I finish
doing
what I'm
anything.
saying?
Go ahead.
If you choose not to do them, I still have to make a decision as to if you are impaired or not.
You understand that in court,
Can I finish
this
what I'm
this
saying?
video surveillance that you're doing off your body cam, right? That's turned on, right? That's going to be revealed in court. So you understand that what I'm saying right now is relevant, right? Okay, go ahead. Proceed, please.
Oh, Brittany, you do not want people seeing this video. The cop continues to try to explain it to her, and she insists she is doing nothing wrong, and she ends up getting put in handcuffs.
I've explained that to you.
Brittany still doesn't get it, and now she is in the back of the squad car.
You really have no proof that I was drinking any alcohol at all. So I don't know why you're arresting me for alcohol. Maybe speeding, but alcohol is unlawful. I'm under arrest for speeding? I don't really know why I'm under arrest right now. Can you hear me, officer?
Then, when he talks to her, she gets increasingly more rude.
Excuse me, officer. I said I would perform. What's it called? The field sobriety test? Excuse me, officer. No, shut up. Shut up. I have a super good lawyer, so I'm glad it's all gonna be on video surveillance. Like you're really pathetic, and you must have a miserable life. Like I'm sad for you, genuinely. Because I genuinely didn't do anything wrong but speed.
Turns out it didn't turn out so well for Brittany. She was charged with speeding, yes. She was also charged with insulting the police officers for her identity document, for resisting an officer violently, habitually committing traffic crimes, and possession of marijuana and other drug paraphernalia. So no Brittany, not just speeding. Woman claims excessive force used by Atlanta police during arrest.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Oh my God!
In Atlanta, Georgia, specifically the Buckhead region, it's August of 2022 and police have spotted a couple in a park at about 11:50 p.m. The problem is that no one is to be in these parks after 11 p.m. So the cop calls the man over first.
All right, sir, like I explained to you, you can't be in the park at night. Everyone's going to receive a simple ticket stating that you was in the park after hours. All right, just need you to sign right on the X.
What am I signing over? Is it a charge or anything? Or
It's just a ticket.
The man reviews the information.
And I have to sign it?
You can not sign it and go to jail. It's this one here.
The cop made that pretty clear. So the guy went ahead and signed it. He gets his license back, and then the woman comes over next.
All right, so you're going to receive a ticket for being in the park after hours. All right? Just need to sign right here on the X.
But because we're out of, didn't you say we were out of time so we wouldn't have known that?
Yeah, but that's not a valid reason why you should be in the park because you're from out of town.
And what's your badge number?
7452.
And what's your name?
Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not going to give you my first name.
Okay, and I don't have to sign this, right?
You do have to sign it.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're going to be physically taken to jail.
Gotcha.
So you refusing to sign?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks, 7452.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
Are you going to sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
All right, the cop made it very clear. Sign it or you go to jail. And when the woman asked for his name and badge number, he gave them both to her, twice. But she persists in asking for the badge number, as if he didn't give it to her, and is claiming that's the reason why she won't sign it.
Want to put your hands behind your back for me? Hey, listen, my man. She says she's not signing it. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
Ma'am.
you're hurting me.
Okay. I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
Sir?
Put your hands behind your back. Start me up, man.
Sir.
Ma'am, put your hand behind your back.
Come on.
I need you to back up.
I'm just saying, like,
I need you to back up.
You don't need to touch her like that.
She's not putting her hands behind her back.
I'm asking a question.
for the
I'm just, all I'm doing is
Put your
asking
hands behind your back. Put your hands behind
Mr.
your back. You're
Brooks.
under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
He did let her know that this is exactly what would happen.
I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks, is this really necessary? Mr. Brooks.
Hold on.
Mr. Brooks is having to stop using his words and start using his actions to prove to this woman that she is under arrest. She appears to think it is still question time and doesn't realize that she is getting arrested no matter what she says at this point. As he is trying to put her hands behind her back, she gets away for a moment and is trying to make the situation better.
But I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
No, I'm not here to play games with you.
I know, but I'm going to sign.
Put your hands behind your back.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign
Put your hands behind your back.
Why am I
You're acting resistant.
I'm asking you, why am I putting my hands behind my back?
You're under arrest.
I'm going to sign the ticket, but why am I under arrest?
Well, you were under arrest for not signing the ticket, as Mr. Brooks explained before. Now, you're under arrest for that, and resisting arrest.
I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing.
I'm going to sign the ticket now. Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign the ticket.
You don't have that option now.
Why don't I have the option,
Because I
Mr.
gave
Brooks?
you 2 options.
I'm asking for your badge number. Oh my God.
For someone who was so adamant about not signing the ticket, she sure is saying she's going to sign the ticket quite a lot now.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Oh my God! I'm so scared. My God, please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign the ticket.
It's going to be pretty hard to sign the ticket with handcuffs on.
Oh my God!
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh my
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. What are you taking her for? I didn't take.
The process continued as the woman consistently resisted arrest.
You're hurting me! You are hurting me!
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I told me to read me my rights. You have not done any of that. You're not telling me why I'm going to jail. Please, God.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, God. Please.
The woman claimed the officer used excessive force, but really she was plainly not listening and complying with what he was saying, so he needed to use more force to arrest her, which he even stated earlier. They finally got the handcuffs on her. She still got a death grip on that phone, and now they're loading her into the squad car. The cop is now getting in the front seat.
Oh my God, Mickey has my phone. Can I please have my phone, sir?
She really thinks she's going to get her phone right now. What's she going to do with it with her hands behind her back? Will she look up what her charges are? Those would be resistance to authorities and refusing to comply with police. Lady arrested twice in week for not wearing a mask.
Now you're smashing my arm into my private area?
Your private area?
Yeah.
It's March 11th, 2021, and we're in Galveston, Texas. A lady is in the bank with no mask during the pandemic. The bank insists that she wears a mask, and she refuses. So the police are called.
I'll say, if that's you to leave, you have to leave.
The cop laid it out in plain terms for her. The lady tries to explain she should be allowed to stay, and the cop reminds her she has to follow their rules in their place of business.
Businesses have the right to refuse service, even if you're not wearing a mask. That's their choice.
Once again, the cop lays it out clearly for the 65-year-old Terry Wright.
What are you gonna do, arrest me?
Yes, for intruding on premises.
That's hilarious.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and you believe in this?
I believe in it.
Do you believe in this?
The laws, yes.
The law says that I do not have to wear a mask.
You can, not in public,
My
but you're not in
rights.
public. You're not in public.
Yes.
I'm not going to argue with you about this. This is not a public place. This is a private business.
This lady doesn't know the difference between public and private, and she thinks she knows better than the law. She is continuing to be defiant and starts becoming insulting.
Walk outside.
You've got some issues.
I've got issues.
That you're taking away people's human rights.
Okay. Let's go outside.
Now is
Let's
he
go
going to
outside.
shoot me, people? Is
No.
he going to shoot me for trying not to breathe?
Cool.
Come on, dude.
Don't do that. Oh, no.
Do not touch me. Who do you think you are?
2010, one resisting.
Back up. Some old lady is getting handcuffed here. Here, people. Ow.
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back.
The woman thought she could get away from the cop and clearly couldn't. Now she has decided to implore help from the other customers in the bank, the ones who are wearing masks.
Anybody gonna get real here? Really?
Relax.
No one's gonna get real? Wow.
Not sure why she thought anyone was ready to get real for her. She was asked to wear a mask before coming into the private place of business, and she refused. By the way, this was the second time this happened with her in the same week. Clearly, she should have known better.
Relax at all.
Right here, people.
She thought she could implore the help of the other customers once more, the customers who were not on her side. Nice try, Terry. Instead of a little help from her friends, Terry got charged with trespassing and resisting arrest.
Does it make it okay that I can't shower in my backyard naked?
You cannot respond to something that you perceive as a wrong by committing crimes in response.
Dude, you're not making any sense.
Florida woman busted for criminal mischief after throwing rocks at neighbor's house. September 2023, we're in Florida. Police are responding to a call about a woman throwing stones at her neighbor's house.
I am so frustrated that I can't shower in my backyard in privacy, and I want you to listen because I'm sick of being told, oh, you're a liar, you're this. What the is that camera that appeared today in where I shower? And I knocked on his door to talk to him about it, and of course he didn't open the door.
Right.
I'm behind. I don't even know what to do. So did I throw stuff? Yes. I threw my Mother Mary. That was my mom's stuff. I threw shampoo. I did everything.
You heard right, she wanted to shower, in privacy, in her backyard. She became enraged when her neighbor installed a camera in their own backyard. She is openly admitting this to the police as if she is in the right.
What is this? What is this?
He can have cameras, though.
What do you all over the place?
It's his property.
The cops continue to explain to the woman that he can put camera on his own property, and there is no law that can make them stop him from doing that. They also explained to her that they watched the neighbor's video, and it only shows his own backyard, and that her house can't even be seen.
It's facing
so
down.
So that camera is not showing my house.
Not at all.
You're full of both of you.
So
you know you are.
Even if it were, which my partner just told you that it's not, even if it were, it doesn't make it okay for you to throw rocks at someone's house.
Does it make it okay that I can't shower in my backyard naked?
You cannot respond to something that you perceive as a wrong by committing crimes in response.
Dude, you're not making any sense.
Okay. Turn around.
All right, great. Really? Really?
Yep.
You can't throw rocks at somebody's house.
You can't. Even if you're upset about
so
the
he can't
Stop resisting.
This lady was just intent on making it worse for herself. After committing the crimes and openly admitting to it, she insulted the officers. And as they were arresting her, she just had to resist the arrest.
Listen to me! He can't have that camera on my shower! Hello? Is anybody in the neighborhood out here?
Nope, looks like it's just you out here. Arrested for throwing rocks at her neighbor's house and car. And of course, resisting arrest. At least the hard part is over, we think.
You're disgusting! Pig! Where's your wife?
Terry.
No! Stop
kicking me. Stop. Hey!
Well, these Karens thought they had the privilege of doing whatever they wanted, but they didn't realize that the law does not mess around with you. Resisting arrest, fighting back, it's not showing strength or dignity, just poor decision-making choices. But a great choice that you can make is to check out some more of our videos that are popping up on the screen right now.